Yes, guys, welcome back. Welcome back to Blues Fans TV. Welcome back to another live phone-in. The West London derby has come and gone. The most heated derby in English football is gone for possibly another season as well, because typical Fulham can never really keep themselves afloat for more than a season. But here we are. Chelsea 2, Fulham 0, same time as the last time we met at Stamford Bridge back in 2018. Two Kai Havertz goals are the difference between the two sides. And other than that, it was a very strong performance from Fulham in the first half, who really pressed us tightly, gave us a lot of problems, and forced a lot of top quality saves out of Edouard Mendy. But we persevered. We got the early goal through Kai Havertz, an amazing first touch from Mason Mount to set up. And then the second half, it was a brilliant link up with Timo Werner and Kai Havertz to set up for the second goal. And other than that, like, the game just kind of went past after 2-0. Chelsea just played to see out the rest of the game, which there's nothing wrong with, by the way. I'm happy with the way that we played from the start to finish. I won't say we were the better team at the start. I think it was very evenly matched at the start, but quality showed towards the end of the game, and you saw exactly with that in the end result. Big up everyone who's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button if you guys haven't done so already. Let us know your thoughts on Chelsea 2, Fulham 0 down in the comment section below. If you guys want to get involved too, join the Patreon. The link is down in the description as well. Join it, get involved, and come along and have your say too. Big up everyone who's locked in. We will get our first guest on. Tyrese, what are you saying, bro? How's the game been for you?
King Kai, King Kai, King Kai.
Talk to me about King Kai. Let's go.
Bro, what a player that young man is. Like, obviously he didn't have the greatest of seasons, and yeah, I think everyone should know the reasons why, because of course he would have got, you don't know,
the virus.
The virus. He would have also had to integrate to a new league and had to settle in and everything. But today he took his two chances and he finished them well. And it was a good performance. But the one thing I had an issue with today is the lack of ball retention in midfield. And I think that's probably why Tuchel brought on Kante, to see the game out so that we don't do something stupid and blow our lead or something. But yeah, we need to go in the summer. We need to go in the market and get like a backup to N'Golo Kante, because if you think of it, like, we don't really have a midfielder like N'Golo Kante that's a ball winner, you know, that could that has good ball retention. Like Jorginho, he doesn't have the legs like Kante. Mount isn't that sort of player. Kovacic maybe could be that sort of player, but yeah, but it's a solid performance. We defended really well. We moved forward. Obviously, in the opening couple of minutes, was a bit nervous, and because Billy Gilmore is giving away the ball a bit, but he was the only, like, he's a kid, and he was being there were like 2 or 3 man on him, so he did okay. He didn't have a great game at all, because he gave away the ball a bit, but he's a young guy, and he's gonna learn from that. And it was not even a hole or anything. It was just an average performance from Billy Gilmore. He did his job. Mount was excellent. Havertz, as I said, was excellent. Thiago Silva, brilliant. But, like, I'm not hearing anyone speaking about Reece James. Like, Reece James, to me, had a good game. Like, he was constantly up and down. He defended well. He was cutting as he always does, trying to play some balls through. Like, he's right, to me. He's England's best right back. And today just proved that, like, any team that we put out, we could go on and just go and get a result against Fulham. We defended well, as we always do. We kept our shape well. And of course, obviously, I gotta give him some props, because that touch, man. Oh my jeez, that touch, Lewis, that was beautiful. And then to just put the ball through for Havertz,
an angel, majestic from Money Mace himself.
Yes, and put it through, and just put it straight through to King Kai, and King Kai just wrapped it around the keeper, and then the ball through, and then Havertz for the second goal. Like, all that work he did for that goal, for that second goal, it paid off, because he fended off like 2-3 guys, and then he got the ball into the box, Werner, and then he got himself into space, and then Werner put him through, and then bam, a brilliant finish, a really nice finish behind Areola. And yeah, solid performance. We defended, as I said, we defended well, we moved forward well, but the only 2 problems I would have had is ball retention, and I'm gonna get into the second problem now. Like, Tammy Abraham, man, like, he didn't come on and do anything like ridiculous, and he didn't come on and did anything. obviously he would have had like the heavy touches, and he couldn't even fend off a defender. He couldn't even back into a defender, as I was saying. Like, but the problem I had with him, yeah, is like every single time he doesn't get the ball, yeah. I think he wants to turn into Teo Cruz, Lewis. Like, I put my hands up in the air sometimes, say, hey, oh. Like every single time he doesn't get the ball, hands up in the air sometimes, say, hey, oh.
Air
Every single
players
time.
do it, bro. That's the thing.
But look, every single time Lewis he doesn't get the ball, he just turns into a complete bitch and just want to be bitching about it all the time, man. Like if you can't get the ball, you can't get the ball. I think it was when um it was I think it was when Havertz was through. I can't remember. It was later stages of the game. But all I knew is that he was just putting his hands up in the air all the time, man. And every single and that's what frustrates me about him. Like he doesn't do anything, and then when everyone is trying, and then everyone around that's trying to create a chance for someone else to score that's in a better position, he's always complaining about it, man. That's the problem I have with Tammy Abraham. That's my biggest problem I have with him. He needs to realize that this is a team sport, man, and that's what's my pet peeve from today with him, man. To be honest,
I get that, but there was positives to take out of his game at least.
with Tammy Abraham.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Hakim Ziyech. No, Tammy Abraham, it was what, 7 touches, 0
Oh
passes.
yeah.
It was just it
Uh,
wasn't much.
all right, Hakim Ziyech. Like
Now, if
as
you're
I
talking
said,
about Tammy Abraham, I understand that, but Tuchel's already criticised his attitude numerous times, and he came on, just didn't really have much of an impact. But it was also the last 15 minutes, and we weren't playing to attack. So
I
I
didn't hear
got to shrug
anything.
my shoulders at it. I can't take too
Yeah.
much out of it, but it also doesn't give me any positives either.
Nope. The thing is, yeah, what I didn't even know Tuchel was criticizing him. I thought it was just that Tuchel doesn't play him because he doesn't rate him. But did you hear what Tuchel was saying about him? Or if you could remember?
No, I just mean like in the past, like where we've had him not in the lineup for the last 2 or 3 months. You've seen him after the
Oh
Barnsley,
yeah.
the cup games.
Yeah.
Like there's been little things, like not outright saying he isn't good enough to play for me because he has had game time, and that would
Yeah.
say something completely different. But
Yeah.
it's tough to say they don't really rate him like that.
And yeah, that's the truth. But Tammy Abraham, to me, like as I said, he's not good enough for this level. I don't really care if he leaves or goes, but the best for his career, he should go. Like if West Ham want him, just let him pay the for him and let him go ahead because to me, he's not crucial. Yeah, he's our top scorer, but I don't rate Tammy Abraham. I don't. Do you rate Tammy Abraham, though, Lewis? How do you stand on him?
He needs a loan deal. That's the way I see it. Like
No.
as soon as we get a contract sorted for him that isn't on a stupid wage, loan
Yeah.
him out because he needs game time to develop. There's a good player there. He just needs more game time than Chelsea are willing to give him because he ain't good enough to play for us right now. But he can
Nah,
be.
he
I
isn't.
still don't think it's done.
I don't know if he needs another loan deal, man. He had too many loans, but getting into Ziyech.
Nah. He needs a loan spell. Send him to a mid-table Premier League side or something. But he needs a loan spell.
I
He
don't
needs
know.
more game time. He's a
Whatever,
late
whatever,
bloomer.
whatever you want to do, we will see. But going into Hakim Ziyech's performance, like as I said, he's having a tough time because I remember last season his league ended early and then he came in and he got injured and then he was out. It's just terms. I'm just writing him off. He's still contributing in major times for us though, like very important times. Like he's the one that scored the goal that put us in the FA Cup final. You scored a goal that put us in the Champions League quarterfinal against Porto. So with Ziyech, I'm not giving up on him. And obviously, we could say when he drops a below par performance. Like today, I don't think he was that bad. He missed a massive chance. Should have finished that. But it's a good save though. They should have been doing better. But in terms of Ziyech, he was trying. And I think when he was substituted, he was frustrated because the manager obviously will want more from him with a goal and assist, and then he just looked frustrated when he was coming off to me because every time he tries to leave his footprint into the game, he's either hooked or he just does something stupid. But He tries, man. I don't necessarily have a problem with Hakim Ziyech. We just we just need if he leaves this summer, I could understand why. But I think he's doing okay, but he should be doing better, especially for someone of his experience.
Okay, okay, cool. Looking to the Real Madrid match, with the way the
Hmm.
front three played and the way Kai Havertz played as well, how do you feel about getting him into the lineup for Real Madrid, or would you want to stick with the same front three as we did for the first leg?
Lewis, the sticky one still, man. Like the problem is, it's just that we need Werner for his pace with the runs that he was making in behind in that first leg. I don't know if Real Madrid is going to set up like that again, but we will see in it. But with Werner, we need his runs to get in behind against Real Madrid, but his finishing isn't there. So I and Havertz was just so good today in that false nine row. You know what? Like apart from the runs that Werner was doing, if he would have finished that chance, to me, I think he would have been man in the match because he was just constantly making runs. If he would have finished that chance, that was put on a plate for him by Pulisic, I think overall he would have had a decent game. And but we need his runs, so I think I'm gonna go with I don't know. I don't know, man. It's gonna be a difficult one. I think I will drop him, to be honest. Even though we need his runs, I'll play Havertz the clinicalness, and I'll play Mount and Pulisic behind him again. But what I don't know. I don't know if I would bin him, but for the performance Havertz put in today, I wouldn't drop him. So it wouldn't be fair to drop him.
Okay, all right, cool. Any other thoughts, bro?
Yeah, just follow me here on Instagram at the Pundit Box. We're going to be doing a debate show on Wednesday, and then on Friday we're going to be back with just the Premier League predictions. And yeah, so just help me get to, just help me let me get this Instagram page up and rolling, man. But yeah,
Oh, Tyrese, thank you for jumping on, man. We will see you on Wednesday. We're either going to be in a good mood or we won't even really want to chat, to be honest. But we will see, man. Take care, man. Bless.
yeah, up the Chelsea, bro.
Up the Chelsea. Let's go. Pick up Rocco Star. But I literally see you here every week saying the same thing. Mitcham is Chelsea. But here you are, my G. Big up yourself. Oh yeah, what is it? People want me to smile. Here you go. Here's a smile. Big up the West London Derby boys, as always. Let's go. Got our next guest in. Wayne, what are you telling me, bro?
Oh, it was just a vibe tonight, wasn't it, really? Just vibing through the game, watching some silky, dirty moves by Mason Mount and Kai Havertz.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was a decent game. I think, let's be honest, I think Mendy was probably showed that he's definitely not worth 22. He's worth a lot more. His performances this season, some of them have just been unbelievable. I think Billy done all right. I don't think he was brilliant, but I don't think he did that bad today. I think he held his own in that midfield compared to the others. I think Mason Mount was just him, and I want against Real Madrid. I want Mason Mount, Kai Havertz, and Werner, because them three, when they played together today, their movement and understanding of where each other will be, and just the combination of all three of them is unbelievable. And I think that could do us some good, because I've been watching Real Madrid today, and they're playing against a team I've never heard of, and they're vulnerable big time, and they're playing four at the back. But the one thing that does worry me, obviously, I don't think you've seen it, have you? But Hazard's back, and he's back playing it.
Mad. Apparently, the back goal you were talking about wasn't an assist, though.
No, but it nearly was. It was.
Nearly.
Yeah, but it's the fact of just the movement and just the running he was making. He nearly scored a goal, and the keeper made a brilliant save and turned it over the bar. He's making the moves like he did for us. So he's literally is playing that well, and it's scary, because if anyone knows how to unlock Chelsea, it'd be Hazard.
It is, but then you have to remember who is potentially going to be playing at right centre back, and then you realise we will be in good hands. Someone is dropping a Blasic. It is either going to be Andreas Christensen or it's going to be Eden Hazard. Am I excited? I'm anxious. I can't even drop the agenda enough to say, yeah, we're packing Hazard. It ain't like that. But if he does, I will be the most unbearable bastard on this phone in on Wednesday, and I'll have every right to be if this happens. Only because this is Hazard looking like he's back at his best. But we will have to wait and see, innit?
Yeah,
I can't say I'm that optimistic for it though. I'm like quietly optimistic, but I'm gonna leave it there, innit?
Me and you and the rest of them, Scott and that, on before the game, we're going to be like, is he playing? Please don't say he's on the starting lineup.
I'm gonna be real. I need to also end the tummy ache memes as well. He needs to start a semi-final second leg. So if we can get that to run in the literal semi-final second leg, that's perfect for me.
It's just, I'm really looking forward to the game because I think we've got a chance against Real Madrid because what I've seen tonight is the first half. But in the same sense, I'm like, we're in the middle because it's so level fielded at the moment. And I know we've got the way goal, but it don't mean shit against Real Madrid. And that's the thing, it doesn't. Because there's such. I know we've all said we had the easy part of the job. Yeah, this is Real Madrid who's won the Champions League how many times in the last 5 years? I mean, it's 3 times, isn't it?
5 years, actually.
Last 5 years.
Two. They've won it twice. 2016, 2018.
Yeah. So I've got the capabilities of just turning us over. And I believe in Tuchel. Like me and you both said before the game, this midfield doesn't look good. If it's Mount and Big and we're not sure about this. And we got proven wrong. Yes, they started off all right, but throughout the game, they did all right. Mount and Ziyech did drop in, didn't they? But I think we did all right as for the team we put out. And the only people were worried me to say, I don't know about you, it was Zuma. I think sometimes Zuma had a bit of a iffy mistake in him, and you can tell against Fulham, and that they didn't capitalise, luckily. But against Real Madrid, if he does that against Real Madrid, if Rudiger's not fit, against Benzema, do you know what I'm saying? That worries me a little. Do you know what I mean? But it is. I think. I got a bit upset on your stream earlier because I think some of it was getting taken away from the game today, and we did play well today. Yes, we can sit here and say about Mount, and we can say about Havertz, we can say about Silva, how solid he was, we can say about Mendy. But as a team performance, it is one of our strongest games we've had so far on the Tuchel, because we didn't look like they're going to concede here. The opportunities they had was because they made good opportunities. It weren't because we made them silly mistakes to give them that opportunity. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm quite confident going through. Obviously, we've got big games coming up. We've got Real Madrid, and then next weekend's the Man City, isn't it? Next weekend.
Yep, this is literally the run of bad fixtures. We have Real Madrid, Manchester City, them lot in North London. Then we have Leicester City in the cup final, Leicester City again, and then Aston Villa, and then the Champions League final, hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah. But before I want to forget, guys, please, can you smash that like button and show support? Because if I'm right, don't hold me to it. If I'm right, Sammy is trying to do something big coming up for the show, for Blues Fans TV. He's trying his best to give more better content, getting different views for us. Show your support. Please join the Patreon. All it does is helps the channel build and get bigger and better. And one day, hopefully soon, we can say we'll be up there as one of the best football channels on YouTube. Because we're getting there. We just need more support and more love from you guys. So please smash that like button. Because all they're doing is working hard. You don't even know that Lewis ain't even at home and he's still doing streams. Because how much he cares about this channel and about you guys. So please show your respect back and let's go, okay? Because Chelsea are coming back. We're back to where we belong, and that's up at the top with the Giants. Because we are a giant club.
Thank you, Sink. Much appreciated. Wayne, thank you as well. Any other final thoughts, my G, before we head out?
No, just please keep your food in your stomach this time, that's all.
Oh, please, man, don't remind me. You know what jarring it is that you spend money on food and it just comes. Let me not talk about it. Wayne, thank you for jumping on, my G.
You could be Ben.
Oh, yeah, and you have to dash it in the bin, even worse. I still don't believe he did it, though. But we'll have to wait and see. All right, thank you for hopping on anyway, man. You take care of yourself. Big up yourself, bro.
Mate. Look after yourself, mate, bye.
Take care, bro. Love. Again, guys, if you lot want to get involved, Patreon is down in the description below. Click it, get involved, and let's have your say. We'll get on Timo Werner's manager. Yes, bro. What are you saying, my G? Another assist for your star boy. What are you saying?
I have no idea why people keep saying at him, but here we are. Welcome to the football Twitter. You know, it is how it is. But in terms of today's performance, I don't think we're not going to have an argument about based on the performance today. I just thought it was more to the fact that professional performance. Yes, it was against a Fulham side, but you can see the results yesterday with Leicester dropping points against Southampton, even though they drew 1-1 against a 10-man Southampton. That's a big result for us in terms of top four race. And despite that, we played Real Madrid a couple of days ago prior to this game, and the game management, you have to give credit to Tuchel as well. And I first thought I never expected that lineup came up, to be fair, even though we have no information at all in the social media and all that. But I was shocked that lineup came out in terms of Timo Werner, because I thought that he's going to get arrested for this game. I know Tuchel want to give him a game just to give him some confidence, but I feel that that Tuchel proved people wrong about Timo Werner, and it's only. But I understand it's only for him, but his confidence is gonna get grew game by game. If against Real Madrid, I'm not too sure, but if I might be stupid to be the one to say this, but you know what, man? Let's just hope that he turns up on Wednesday, because if we lost against Real Madrid on Wednesday, then like lots of people are gonna blame Timo Werner for that miss in the first leg. But yeah, man, I'm just happy we get that 3 points, and we're 2 points behind Leicester, and we're 6 points behind. We're 6 points ahead of Liverpool, 7 points ahead of Liverpool, and Tottenham as well ahead of them about 9 points. Couldn't be happy more, and it's an interesting way to end the Saturday. And let's just hope that more results come into our way by the end of the weekend.
Yeah, like I'm looking at now, if Sheffield United need to pull something out of the Spurs game, and that's not happening. Liverpool, if United can beat them or hold them to a draw, that would be best for us. West Ham lose to Burnley. I mean, I could see that happen. They slapped 4 past the Wolves, so that's not too far behind to think about. But focus on ourselves, and we're doing our job, ain't we? Yeah. We've got a tough run of games coming up, but we ain't really shook so far. We packed West Ham, we packed Fulham, and Fulham were a tough team for us today anyway. What was your thoughts on the way Fulham set out?
In the beginning, we were kind of expected the way that I think they're trying to chase a goal because of them. They're fighting for their lives. I think they're 6 points prior to this game behind Newcastle in the relegation zone. And in the beginning, I feel like we're a bit more a bit panicked though in terms of how we're gonna play through that midfield, because we haven't got Jorginho. Kante's been rested, and the reason being Tuchel not putting Jorginho to this game is because I think Jorginho is already on his last legs. I feel that is the right decision by Tuchel to rest him. What's it called? Sorry, Real Madrid. And yeah,
Go back
man,
a
I
few
could not.
seconds because you just cut out.
Sorry, because I feel like the Fulham players, the Fulham team, I feel like they're trying to press us in the beginning. I feel like there's a bit of struggle in that midfield, especially Billy Gilmore. For me, I feel that I don't know about Billy Gilmore in this performance. I wouldn't think he had a bad game. It's just for him a little bit rusty, even though he's off for 4 months. But I don't think he's in that bad. He's had an okay game. But in the beginning, we're a bit struggling. But that first goal by Kai Havertz changed the complexion of the whole game. And give credit to them. And that chances that they had in the first half was like crucially big. If it wasn't for Mendy, arguably one of the names that my honorable mention for today's game. If it wasn't for Mendy, Fulham could have been like 2-1 up against us today.
Could have. Really could have. It all depends on if we took our chances, if we didn't. Like, we have to give credit to Edouard Mendy as well. If it's not Mason Mount that's man the match, it has to be him.
It has to be him. It has to be him, man. And don't forget, I think defensively, I thought AC4 looked solid. Thiago Silva again looked solid as well.
Love to hear it.
And yeah, man, and like I cannot say anything negative vibes apart from it's a conundrum. Like we should have buried that chances away. It's a little bit of story of our season, but that it's gonna be interesting what the front three will look like on Wednesday, because another conundrum for Thomas Tuchel. But from base of today's performance, anyone can make in that starting lineup. We'll have to see. And the midfield as well, I just hope the Kovacic might come back against Real Madrid, and just hoping Rudiger can be healthy for Wednesday game. And apparently I heard he's going to be wearing masks on Wednesday, but we'll see.
What?
We'll see the press. Yeah, apparently I heard about that. I think Rudiger's going to be wearing mask cover on his face because after that
Yes.
Yeah.
You're telling me he's okay, cool. So he's the one with the classic on Wednesday then. Easy. He's gonna have Real Madrid in his back pocket for 2 legs then. Light work. Yeah. All right, cool. I'm happy with that. What's your lineup for Real Madrid, bro?
I think the back line is a no-brainer, really. I think the back line same. I would put Christensen and I think, should I put Aspie on the right wing back or right centre back? I would put right centre back. I can't lie. And then I would put Christensen as a centre back, and then you can put Rudiger if he's healthy enough. But we don't.
Thiago Silva.
Would you put Thiago Silva in the team? It's a bit headache though. I can't lie.
Yeah, for me, it's Aspie that drops out. I put Christensen in right centre back. And then Rudiger takes left centre back if he's fit.
Fair enough. If he's fit, but yeah. If he's fit, I'll put him as a left centre back. Right centre back, I can't argue with that. I don't know about Aspie's it's a bit touch and go, but I feel like Christensen.
If we want to play overly defensive from first minute to the last, we play Aspie at right wing back. Then we just have him never overlap. He doesn't overlap.
Right. On the defensive end, what are we trying to do? What? If I ask you a question,
it's up to Tuchel. Like Tuchel could go and get another goal and make it doubly hard for Real Madrid, or he could sit back on what he has because a 1-1 draw takes us to the final anyway.
If I say sit back, would you put Christensen there? Because I would put Christensen there.
Christensen plays regardless for me. It's about Aspie. If we want to go forward, you play Reece James, in my opinion. If you want to play more defensively, Azpilicueta goes in.
I would put that. I can't lie in that. It's a bit of a headache.
Which one are you going for? Are you going defensive or attacking?
I will put Christensen, and then you can have Thiago Silva and then Rudiger in the back line. I can't lie. It's a bit of headache, but I would put that in the back line.
Okay. What about your midfield options?
Midfield, I would put Reece James, and then I don't know about Kovacic. Touch and go about Kovacic, but I just hope he'll be back. If he's back, I would put Kovacic and Kante. It's the same midfield against
Jorginho.
Another headache again. I can't lie. Because would you put Kovacic in that situation after he's been injured for about 3 weeks, though?
All depends on Tuchel, but we can go Jorginho and Kante because I feel like everyone's saying Kante.
For me, both sides, I feel fine.
It's midfield performance on Tuesday. So
it's
for
just
me,
like
if you want to do that, you stick with him.
Yeah, for me, it's like Jorginho, Kante. I don't mind either. But yeah, my preference probably Jorginho, Kante because Kovacic. I think Kovacic for me, like he has to be easy into this team. But I feel like if he's playing from the first minute, I feel a bit scared because if something goes wrong with him during the match, he'll be out till the rest of the season. But yeah, that front three is gonna be a conundrum. But I would put Havertz, Werner, and Mount probably.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I can run with that. Any other
it's
thoughts?
It's a bit conundrum though, but yeah, I would put
final third, there's always going to be a question about who starts, who gets benched. There's always going to be someone disappointed or annoyed at the end of it, but it's your opinion, so we run with it. Any other thoughts, Maji?
Just keeping up this momentum, really. I mean, we got after Real Madrid, we got a Man City on Sunday though, and it's not going to be an easy game. Man City won 2-0 against Crystal Palace, and if they beat us next week, they're gonna be crowned as champions. But in Chelsea point of view, I think
because we're Chelsea,
yeah, it's always us to be involved in the title race situation. But here we are.
You don't just win the league against Chelsea. You already know that.
But on my last bit of notes, on behalf of my client, I'd like to say good night to the Timo Werner haters out there, and I would like to see you on Wednesday. Everyone to the comment section, have a good evening.
That's a good evening. Fata, we'll see you on Wednesday, man. Take care.
Well, I'll see you before Wednesday. See you in a bit.
Take care, bro. Again, guys, if you lot want to get involved, join our Patreon. The link is down in the description below. We'll talk about all things Chelsea, Fulham, and your thoughts of Chelsea, Real Madrid as well. And anything else you guys want to discuss too. We will get our next guest on. Oh, I love the Avi as well, Zion. What are you saying, man?
Oh, 3 points. Great.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? That just set up my weekend just right. Let's just say that.
Yep, 2-0, clean sheet, Marja and Lookman in the penitentiary. It's brilliant scenes. We all love to see it.
The AC Hive is real. Let's just say that. This season,
I might need the bigger wing, and I've already made the bigger wing. I can't be honest.
You might have to make an entire state out of all these guys that are going to be in there at this rate. So, man, what a performance. To be honest, it's a professional performance. Let's be real. I'm not going to say any, negative things about this game. Or the positive. I think it's just been an all-round professional performance from Chelsea. We came, we respected them. We knew how they were going to come out at us because, let's be real, they're fighting for their lives to stay for the Premier League. So I was expecting them to press at us early on and create chances, which they did. And if it weren't for, in my opinion, second best signing of the season in Edouard Mendy, we wouldn't have been here where we are. We could have been talking about a loss or even a draw. So, yeah, man, very happy with the performance today. And no player for me today was bad. Everyone played very well.
Everyone played excellently, to be honest. Actually, no, if you're going to say everyone played well, I want to hear your thoughts on Timo Werner's performance as well, because everyone's been very 50-50 on the way that he played. What was your thoughts on his performance?
Including me. So, to be honest with you, like I said, I just don't want to get, the Fato was like in that previous stream we did like yesterday with Joe. I saw his face when I was talking about Timo Werner and how he's missing his chances. You saw his face. He's getting frustrated. But you know what? Fair play to him. He likes the guy. You know what? I like the guy. I love Timo Werner. When we signed him, I was over the moon with this signing. So as much as, Fato wants him to succeed at Chelsea, so do I. Every Chelsea fan does. So, but we know what he's capable of. Let's be real. That's why we want so much out of him. That's why we want, things out of him. We want goals. But in my opinion, today he was just a creator. He was a creator on the pitch today. And obviously his speed just killed Fulham's back line. Let's be real. That back line was just getting penetrated left, right, and centre. So, fair play to him. Never will doubt his work ethic. Never will and never have. But like I said, man, this is where I think Havertz is showing Werner how to score goals and put the ball in the back of the net. Because if you think about it, if Werner was in Havertz's positions today, would he have scored those 2 goals? Highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. So, yeah, man, I'm overall with his performance today, I'm very happy. But to be honest, it's what I expect from him regardless. But I want more. That's what I want. You know, especially this end of the season, I want more for him because we got big games coming up in the Premier League, especially on Wednesday. So, yeah, man. Overall, it's a standard performance for Werner for me. I mean, to be honest with you, he's had a lot of assists today this season, so I'm not surprised about that. But I just want a bit more from him.
Yeah, I feel like that's the way we all feel about Timo Werner. He does well all round, but you just want a bit more from him in terms of the finishing product, or even better decision making in the final third too. Because the first half that was really confusing me as well.
Yeah, to be honest, I think that's what he lacks is his end product and his decision making. I think, but you can also say that he's very young yet. He's coming to a new league, you know, and everyone wants to give him a season, including myself. I want him to, you know, next season show what he's truly about. What is the Timo Werner that we brought from Leipzig? You know, the player that we looked at and said, you know what, this guy is going to change Chelsea. You know, take us to the top. And you know what, I'm waiting for that. I will get it. I know I will because I have no doubts in Werner and his ability. I know he can score goals. I know he can do things. But I just obviously this season I'm going to let him off as always. But next season, if he doesn't, you know, perform, then there will be questions asked because he hasn't come from a cheap price, you know, and he's got to live up to his price tag for me.
Really does have to, but I think that's the same we could say for a lot of players too. Like people are questioning whether Ziyech is living up to his price tag, and he had a good performance from deep today, to be honest.
See, like I said with Ziyech has like one of those on and off games for me. I mean, it just depends when he wants to show up, in my opinion. I mean, I still think he's that moment of magic for me. Like he can bring in that killer pass out of nowhere, and we're through. You know, that's the type of stuff Ziyech can do, and it's just I don't know about Ziyech. I mean, to be honest with you, he was out. To be honest with you, when we you know looked at all these signings, he was the one that was firstly announced because I think we brought him in January, but obviously we couldn't. You know, we loaned him back out to Ajax for the rest of the season. So I don't know if that was in my. I think when we brought him in January at that time, I wish we would have just, you know, I know he wouldn't have been transferred to play in the Champions League, but I wish we'd have brought him in, you know, and then played that remainder of the season with Lampard. And then he probably could have got that half the end of the season kind of little, you know, football in it. Because let's be real, because the Dutch Football League, you know, that got suspended and he didn't play football for like about 6 or 4 months. So that I think really, you know, got him down. And also he picked up an injury against Brighton as well, that like friendly kind of game we had up against them. So he was probably the only player I would say when we brought was going to start firing or start, you know, hitting cylinders. He was going to be the one that was going to, you know, start rapidly than all the other signings because he's proven in Europe, and we saw him with Ajax in the Champions League. So he was the one, and I thought he was experienced as well. So yeah, I mean, to be honest, he has an on and off game, but that's all I can expect from Ziyech for this season. To be honest, next season, I think all these new signings next season will hopefully kick on and, you know, show their true abilities.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. What team would you like to see play against Real Madrid for the second leg, bro?
That's a tricky one, to be honest. I mean, I think the back four, including obviously the goalkeeper for me, the back three, in my opinion, should, if Rudiger is fit, definitely bring him in. I think definitely start him. But if he's not fit, then I'd probably say Azpilicueta, Christensen, and Thiago Silva, because you can't, in my opinion, you can't drop Christensen or Thiago Silva for me. You just can't drop those two. They have a great connection with each other, so you can't drop those two. Mendy as well, obviously, can't be dropped as always. But there is a debate with that right wing back role. I wouldn't. That's the thing. If we want to go all out and go attack, I wouldn't mind playing Reece James or even Hudson-Odoi in that game. to be honest. But it depends what Tuchel wants to go with. Wants to defend, wants to attack. Because I think if we get the first goal, that'll be very hard for them to break us down. Let's be real. So I'd probably say Reece James at right wing back, and then obviously Ben Chilwell on the left wing back role. And the pivot is the headache for me, in my opinion, because if Kovacic is back, because he's played for Real Madrid in that's his former club, he probably might know how to break them down. How Kroos and Modric operate, how the likes of the defense operates. So that could really help us out. But the bad side to it is that he's just coming off an injury. That if he picks up another injury, he might be out for the rest of the season. And that means, regardless what happens in that second leg, we need him for the likes against City, against Leicester, against Villa, against Arsenal, and even in the FA Cup final. So I don't think I would want to do that. But if he's fit and 100% fit, then start him. If not, then probably just stick with Jorginho and Kante, because it's worked out for us. And the front three, obviously, I think Pulisic, in my opinion, I forgot about See, this is the thing, the attacking wise, there's so much, quality up there. So you can't drop Havertz, in my opinion, for me. He's got to play, in my opinion. I think you can't drop him, because you can see he can play in that false nine better than Werner can. Because Werner likes to come, from the left. So it's between. I'd say the front three, in my opinion, is going to be. I would still play Werner because of his pace, because he's going to have Danny Carvajal, at right back to contain with. So he might give Carvajal a long night. So I'd probably say Werner, Havertz down the middle probably, and then probably Mount. I mean, obviously there's Pulisic as well to be questioned, but we got that crucial goal for us in the first leg. So there's that with him. But obviously you can't drop Mason Mount. Let's be real. You can't drop him. So yeah, Mount, Havertz, and Werner probably for me.
All right, cool. Any other final thoughts, Zion?
Nah, man. Just looking forward to that game on Wednesday. Very intrigued to see, who starts, who Real Madrid have starting, because I saw the Real Madrid versus Osasuna game today, and my man Hazard is back. I'm so worried about that guy right now. I mean, people might say injuries.
I am very worried too, but then I just remember who's going to be playing in right centre back, and
well, there you go. I mean, let's be real. I mean, I think if one person who can probably contain Hazard,
Jem, I can see you shaking your head at the bottom. I mean, as
well. if one man can contain Hazard, and that's Christensen. So
damn right.
So I'll take my bet on Christensen to do that. So yeah, man, looking forward to the game, and then got a hard schedule coming up, but that's what we do. That's why we're one of the giants in the Premier League. So we got to take it as it comes along.
Ah, well, Zion, safe for jumping on, man. We'll chat to you on Wednesday. Hopefully, it will be in the most gas mood of our lives. So we'll see, man. Take care. Man.
You too, bro.
Bless. We'll get our next guest on. Yes, Jem, what are you saying, bro? Another clean sheet for the AC Penitentiary. We out here. Let's go, man.
When are you going to stop?
I'll stop when he stops racking up clean sheets. Like, come on. We're running out of space again.
This ended against West Brom when he came on and we conceded 5 goals.
It was just on pause. It was just on pause, man. And also heavy cuts on attacks. Here's what it is.
Stop this nonsense. But anyway, no, honestly, he's playing well. I'm impressed with how well the team's playing overall. I have no problem. I know I always take the mick out of him, and it is only just all a laugh in many ways. But,
of course. It's just back and forth, isn't it?
Yeah. But to be honest, he's in form. He deserves to be playing. He has surprised me in the right centre-back role at the moment. So I was probably one of the first people that questioned him there and said that I would rather him stay in the middle. If he's not playing in the middle of the back, then I don't want to see him on there at all. And at the moment, he's doing a very good job of it. So I can't knock him for that. Do I think Aspie might come in against Real Madrid? Potentially. I think him playing the full game today might see why Christensen drop off. Maybe not. Maybe he'll play Christensen there and Reece James off on the right. We'll see. But I think the biggest thing today, which again Tuchel just seems to just keep ticking these boxes, is that you just can't question mark any of the team lineups that he puts out. You see Billy Gilmore and Mason Mount in that middle, and straight away you were shook
as well, weren't you?
Yeah, like you're thinking, oh my god, like we're going to get absolutely run apart here. And let's be serious. The first 20 minutes, we weren't in control of the game. We was getting pressed quite high. Billy Gilmour didn't look comfortable because even though I think Mason Mount was meant to have been playing in that pivot with him, I thought Mason Mount was quite far forward still. It was like he was on his own in the middle all the time when he received the ball to look forward. But at the end of it, it paid off, and you could see where and why Tuchel decided to play the style of football that he played and the formation he played, because he saw space behind the defence. They kept a higher line, which they shouldn't have done, and Havertz was playing in them pockets. Werner, I think Werner gets a lot of stick, but I thought he had not a bad game today. What do you think?
All depends on the way you read it. Like finishing, there was the only annoying one was the early one where he stuck a leg out and was like literally a second late, and was like, Werner, this happens all the time. There was an overhead kick attempt, which is like, I'm not going to slander him for that. Couple of bad decision-making opportunities in the final third, but then he went and got an assist. Like, it really just feels like your standard Timo Werner appearances.
He could have had two. If Ziyech would have finished, let's be serious, just because Ziyech should have put that in the
back.
that
was Werner's cross too, wasn't it?
Yeah, with Werner, on the back. So he could have had two. He could have had a brace of assists today. And yes, he's not scoring goals, people. I know. You know, at the end of the day, if he wasn't missing such clear-cut chances like he has this season, we wouldn't be on his fucking case. But because he's doing that, and because I don't think we create much in games anyway, I think it stands out like a sore thumb a lot more in many ways. And because it's landing to him, and let's get it right, he should be burying them, but he's not. And you know, the way I look at it is like this, right? If we go into next season and he gets another 20 odd opportunities in front of big clear-cut opportunities in front of goal, and he converts 50 to 60% or 70% of them, then we're getting the striker that we wanted in terms of goals. Do you know what I mean? So at least he's getting in the right positions. Yes, he is not scoring, guys. I know that. He isn't putting it in the back of the net. But with Timo Werner, I'd be more worried if he wasn't putting himself in the right positions in the first place. You look at someone like Martial, he doesn't put himself in the right positions. When he's gone, he's gone. Timo Werner, he gives us something. And this is why I think Tuchel keeps playing him. He gives us something in the game. And
that's the thing. It's such a paradox with Timo Werner.
Yeah.
You say, like, I link it to N'Golo Kante as well, where I say, like, there's some aspects to his game that are so good that you just can't ignore it. But then there's just other clear-cut problems where it's like, if you were just a bit more complete, like, nobody would ever criticize you. But it's just this one glaring problem.
But then we're looking for the perfect player, aren't we, then, Lewis? Because do you know what I mean?
That's the thing. We need a bit of patience about ourselves.
Yeah, and I think that the other thing as well, which we've got to bear in mind as well, I don't think there's actually... You name me how many clinical strikers there are in the world, because I can only think of three at the top of my head. Lewandowski, Harry Kane, and Haaland. We bang on that.
I'd even take Haaland out and I'd put Lukaku in.
Whatever. Yeah, whatever you... Yeah, all right, fine. But I know we bang on about clinical strikers and if we had it, blah, blah, blah. But there's a lack of that in the current game that we're in at the moment. There is a lack of that. Yes, Timo Werner scored 30-odd goals last season for Leipzig. But how many chances were created per game for him? Because I think he get created a lot more for them than he does with us.
Miles more. And it's a much more open league. That's why if you look at Werner's goals at Leipzig, it's not even really the way that we play. It's just counter-attacking systems with a bunch of space. And we don't even get given the space to play that sort of style away. And that's the problem.
He made really good runs today. I think the final ball, the one thing you can't knock him for is his runs, because he always seems to do the right run, going the right way. I just think sometimes that final ball today can be a little bit poor. I think they got intercepted a couple of times with Ziyech. Ziyech was doing the right thing. Every time we got the ball, he looked up and tried to play him quickly, but they kept reading it quite well. So, yeah, you know what? The game overall, I was relaxed with it. We got the job done. With a team which I wouldn't want to see again with Billy Gilmour and Mason Mount in the middle, because I think any other day we might have got punished, don't get me wrong, but we got away with it against a Fulham team that, let's be serious, I don't think they're that bad. When you watch them, I don't think they're a bad team when you watch them play.
First half they weren't. I think second half, like, as soon as the game fell away from them, just dropped off a little bit. But first half, they pressed us a lot. And to be honest, I think we had a lot more pressure on our goal than we've seen in probably the last 10, 15 games.
Yeah. If there's one other thing that everyone needs to accept, and we clearly saw it again today as well, is that if Tammy Abraham's going for 40 million in the summer, then let him go, because he came on for 15 minutes. Within that 15 minutes, I don't think he got one chance in front of goal. And not just that, when he did get the ball, he lost it. He gave free kicks away, weak headers in the box when he should have been, heading them a bit a bit more powerful away from the area. There was weak. It was just when you look at what the other strikers bring. So Giroud holds the ball up very well. Timo Werner does good movement. Yeah, they might not be the best strikers in the world, but they all have something that
they bring something to the table. Tammy don't really. You have to bring the ball to him, and then he can make something.
Exactly.
And it has to be in the box, has to be in the perfect position. There's too much variables for me.
Exactly. So if we're going to get 40 million for him, I know a lot of people go mad. I know Johnny don't want to see him go as well. He said it to me many times before. I just think if you're going to get 40 mils for him, get rid of him.
40 mil, take it. Like for me, I'd rather give him a loan deal. But he has to also get rid of this stupid 180k a week contract out of his head first.
Exactly that. And overall, I think we look in the summer. We need to look for a clinical striker. Fair enough. If we're going to look past Thiago Silva, we need a centre back. I still think that our defence is still not the complete defence, and I think without Thiago Silva in the long run, we might struggle, especially in a full season. So again, that could be an area we can improve. And then maybe just a DM, maybe just a bit of support to Kovacic and Kante and Jorginho, because if one of them's injured, then you're relying on these two to play all the time. And you saw today you can't do that. Tuchel had to take the risk today, when you think about it, didn't you, by playing Mason Mount and Billy Gilmore in there. So I think another DM in the middle would really get us going. And Havertz, man. Havertz, what can you say about this guy? I know they're calling him Havertz Burkamp on Twitter, I see, but calm down, guys. He has got a great touch, don't get me wrong, he's not at that level yet. But listen, this guy for me, in the next mark my words, the next 2 seasons, I'm going to give him 2 seasons, will be up there with the best in the Premier League, in my eyes. I really think he's that good.
I feel like he'll be quicker. But I feel like the ceiling is that high that he's going to get to the top and keep going.
Really? Okay. What, you think it's something you can turn around?
I'm looking at him and he's shown signs of being able to do practically everything. It's like the one thing I want to see him get is just to become a little bit bulkier and then to have a bit more of an aggressive finish about him. But other than that, he can finish. He can beat players. He has good defensive awareness. His turns are amazing. His first touch is ridiculous. He's fast. He has a good amount of strength already. It's just for the Premier League, he could do with a little bit more when you're dealing with.
He got shifted a couple of times there, didn't he? He went flat on his
That's
arse.
the thing. Like, it's an underrated part of his game, but there's still more he can grow for the Premier League and for a league of this intensity. But I haven't seen any glaring weaknesses in his play. Or nothing that really worries me or say, okay, we need to accommodate for this that he doesn't have. He's a quality player all round. So if he really starts not adapting, once he starts fully feeling comfortable in this league, and he's already feeling comfortable, literally the ceiling, he will smash it.
The good news for Chelsea is that he's picking up form along with Christian Pulisic right at the clutch end of the season. In games where we're in the semi-final of the Champions League, we've got an FA Cup final to play against Leicester. I think, to be honest, barring with the top 4, we've got Man City next, don't we? I think that's our next game. Yeah. We have to wait and see how we get on with that. I think if we can come out with a minimum draw, but a win in that game, then I think we've cemented ourselves there. And I keep saying to people keep throwing it back in my face. We can get third. I know why people get rivals, especially throwing it back in my face, saying, "Oh, you ain't gonna get."
I don't know why people do that anyway. I thought we could get third since Tuchel joined. Yeah. Let's have one top 4, like Leicester City are there, but they're shaky. Exactly. We can get at them.
Have you seen Leicester's last couple of games as well? They're bang on about Chelsea's last couple of games. Leicester have got Chelsea, Spurs, Man United, and someone else.
Newcastle. Newcastle, they might get through, but the others.
What's easy about that? That's what I'm saying. We can get third. I'm not saying we can catch Man United because I do think they're away. I wish we could catch them, but I think they'll be fine, Man United.
Yeah, they're done.
I'll take third.
Yeah, third's fine, but if you tell me we would have got third after Lampard got sacked, I'd be like, yeah, get rid now.
Which is what I was going to ask you. If we get third, we win an FA Cup and we win a Champions League, where does that rate for you as the best seasons for Chelsea in terms of what we've won in the Roman era?
I'd quietly sit there and tell you that, well, not even quietly, I'll tell you it's been better than 11-12 as a start. Because at least we didn't finish 6th. That's the only difference. And also, we might have done it with a better side. Might have. Because for me, that was like the old guard giving their final real push towards something. Because they knew as a group that's probably their last chance. This is the other side around. This is a young team that are ready to create a dynasty for the next 5 years. And this could be the staple point of it.
And they've done
So
it in
for
their
me,
first
if we
season.
do this, if we achieve everything we
Yeah.
can achieve right now, it's a better season than 11-12 as a start.
And you've got to bear in mind, like you said, these young players haven't even really cemented themselves. They've got names, don't get me wrong. Their names make them a top player, but world-class players, the world-class
Trust me,
players,
and at
yeah.
this age as well.
I'm
Christian Pulisic win the Champions League at 21. Havertz winning it at 21. Mason Mount winning it at what, 20? Reece James at
That'd be
20.
disgusting.
And they've already got this at the locker. That is experience right there.
100%.
It's exciting. Like, it's exciting thinking about it. We still have to get the job done, of course.
Did we win the FA Cup when we won the Champions League last with Dimitar that season as well? I think we did.
Yeah, 2012. Beat Liverpool 2-1.
Bit weird, isn't it? At the moment, we're in an FA Cup final, semi-final, Champions League. Not saying
Bro,
too
there are
much,
so many links to 2012. I can't lie. There's people saying there's a few links to 2008 as well, so I don't want to keep doing the link thing too much. But things are falling in the right place.
It is, and you know what? Look, people asked me about the Real Madrid game on Tuesday. Would I be upset if we lost it? Of course I would. We're at home. Would I be disappointed, massively disappointed? No. Because to be honest, I never imagined us to be in the semi-finals of the Champions League anyway. Like, I didn't, honestly, I thought quarterfinals cool with this, even with the team that we got. The fact that we are in the position where we are, for me, it's just a bonus. This is why I know people get the jitters and they're scared. I don't have any like jitters or anything because I didn't expect us to be here. I feel relaxed about it. It's weird. It didn't feel like the first time we won it when we was playing against the Barcelonas, the Bayern Munichs, the Napolis, where we lost 3-1 at home. And actually Cole saved us, do you remember? On the line, because if that would have gone in, it would have been 4-1. It would have been us out, pretty much out, even with a 4-2 win at home. Like I don't have them kind of jitters this season. That's probably because I'm just not looking. I don't think there's that expectation of our football club to go and win it this season. So getting to a final, if we do make it to a final, for me, just a massive achievement, massive achievement, and we can do it. And the other big thing is the pace merchant Varane is injured. By the way, he's just walked off injured, which means he's not going to be in for Tuesday's game. Yeah.
Okay. So that might give Werner a bit more luck in front of goal because he was really struggling to deal with Rafael Varane. But I'm not gonna wish. We ain't gonna wish injuries, but that is a big advantage. That's the way we'll always spin it.
I called him a pace merchant because I knew how many people got pissed off on Twitter when I called him it anyway, especially the Real Madrid fans. He is a good defender, but don't get me wrong. Losing him is still a big loss. I think Sergio Ramos, I don't know if he's back in. I don't know if they've confirmed he's back.
I'm not sure. I heard he might be out of the game, but like we'll have to wait and see it. We'll have to wait. Is he playing today?
I don't know. Oh, I saw on Twitter, and I got a message also on Twitter. Someone DM'd me
Check
saying
the lineup. He's not playing.
Varane's hopped
He's
off.
not on the bench.
Yeah, he's hopped off injured. So if there's no Varane and there's a Sergio Ramos, that means that maybe a Militao will be playing next to him. What's the other lad called playing? That was playing
Militao, Nacho,
that's it. Yeah, Nacho.
But they haven't got Marcelo for next week either, so I have to play Fulham Mendy.
What I'm thinking, bro, is no pace at the back without Varane. Timo Werner, Havertz, something like that.
Werner has to play for me.
Yeah.
Havertz, there's a very good shout for him to play too, but that's at the discretion of Tuchel because this is his first game he's had.
Who would be your three up front for that game?
Mount has to play. Pulisic can't get dropped either. I think it's the same front three. Oh, Marcelo got away from election duty, so he will be in for the game.
Oh,
although to be honest, Marcelo did struggle in the last match anyway.
I think Pulisic, Werner, and Havertz would work, but I think Mason Mount has to play. He's just undroppable.
That's the thing.
The guy is just a golden boy. So I think Mount, Pulisic, and Havertz. But then I think Werner needs to play this game. And if Werner plays, I want to.
That's the thing. Mount and Pulisic will drop too deep for me. Werner can, but Werner can also stay on the line.
Why don't we just play Havertz and Werner up front and just play Mount behind him? I don't get why we don't do that more. I think it works. I really do. I think Werner looks better when he's next to Havertz. I don't like Werner up front on his own. I don't. I think Havertz.
I agree with you on that as well. I really do. But then you just leave one of Pulisic and Mount, and it just don't work without that. Because Pulisic, you can't bench him 2 games in a row after playing like that against Madrid. Havertz, you can't really bench him after this game against Fulham either. This is a big selection headache for the manager, which is why I'm glad I ain't the manager, innit?
I think you have to go. I think if we've been serious, putting it aside, I think you'd have to go Mason Mount, Christian Pulisic. And I would go with Kai Havertz on this one. And then what I would do in the second half is throw Werner on with pace, sort of 50th, 60th minute. If we're still drawing or if we're losing, I don't know. You need to change the game, get him on, but leave Havertz on and maybe just take off Pulisic, switch him there. But no, I'm confident, bro. I am confident. I think we can beat Real Madrid. At the same time, I'm not going to sit here and be like we're going to walk this because we're playing against the team. You look at their team compared to ours, and look how much experience they've got. Like how many players that have won it 3 times in a row. Yeah, they might be a bit leggy, but you give them 1 or 2 chances in front of goal, and we don't defend properly, they're going to punish us. And if they get 1 or 2 away goals, I think we're in trouble, big trouble. But let's hope that don't happen. Let's hope that Kai Havertz and Pulisic get us the goals at home, and Mr. AC Krusty at the back can keep another clean sheet and keep Eden Hazard quiet or Vinicius.
I hope so. Like behind this smile, very anxious because Hazard v Christensen is either one way or the other. We're either getting packed dirty or it's a classic. It's one or the other.
Is Kovacic back? I think Kovacic might be back, isn't it, as well? That's another
he
thing.
might be, but then it's a debate. Do you just throw him in against Real Madrid and it's a game this important? Like, even though it suits him really well, I don't know if it's the right one. And then we also have to say, does Kante get subbed after the match he had, or does Jorginho get subbed after the match he had? I don't think either of them do. You could play all 3 together, but then you change the whole formation.
You do that, you drop Mason Mount. That's it. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
You lose one of the attackers, and we've seen how long it took to even pick a front 3.
Unless you play Mason Mount and you drop Pulisic and then you just play a Havertz up the top and Mason Mount and Havertz up front. I don't know, something like that. But I think Kante's a starter. You have to play Kante. He's made for these games. This is what he's here for. Jorginho, yeah, bring him in. You know, he's fit. He's probably in a better condition than Kovacic. And then if Kovacic is fit, bring him on 60th minute or something. You know, switch him with someone if need be. Probably take off one of the attackers and shore up the midfield maybe. I don't know if we're having to defend the last 20 odd minutes because of, you know, they're putting the pressure on. But I'm looking forward to it, bro. And if we do get past there and we do get to the final, unfortunately we will not be able to go out Istanbul because they've got a national lockdown, their first national lockdown going on out there. So I'm sure the game will still be held, but there'll be no audience in there. But I will be going up to London, so hopefully we can link up.
Definitely. Like we're probably gonna have a big watch along there. So if we are, I'll throw the invite, of course.
Let me know. I'm coming 100%. I'll be down there. But that's it, mate. I'll let you get on with things. And thanks.
Jem, thank you for jumping on. Everyone, GNA TV, if you guys haven't done so already, like and subscribe. Jem, thank you for jumping on, man. Love. Again, guys, if you lot want to get involved, Patreon is down in the description below. Check it out and smash the like and subscribe button while you're there too. We'll get our next guest on. Prasanna, what are you saying, man?
Yeah, good win. Another 3 points. We move on. That's about it. I was kind of tensed in a few moments in the game. I'm not gonna lie. Mendy had to make 2 or 3 good saves.
Mm-hmm.
And
amazing
yeah, man,
saves. He's one of the man of the matches for today.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing was today was to get 3 points. I mean, we all saw last time we had to play West Brom and capitalize on a result that was in our favor, and we didn't. Today we did. So that objective is done, and we move on to Wednesday, Real Madrid. That's it.
Yeah, what's your thoughts for the game against Real Madrid too, bro?
I mean, Azpilicueta didn't play today. He didn't even come off the bench. So I'd probably put him at right center back, not right wing back. I'd probably put Reece James over there because of the pace he's got and the way he can do the overlaps and everything. And Mount came off, Ziyech came off, Chilwell also came off. So I expect them to start on Wednesday as well. I thought Billy Gilmour was good today. I mean, shame he's not playing too many games, but I'd like to see him get a nice run of games next season, hopefully.
Reece James?
Billy Gilmour. Sorry, Billy Gilmour.
Oh, you want to see him get a run of games?
Yeah, but he hasn't done much wrong whenever he's played, so why not? I mean, you also want to see him play, right?
For the rest of the season, not really.
Not the rest of the season. I meant next season.
Oh yeah, next season go for it.
Yeah, get a good preseason, and then
next season send him on loan, in my opinion.
Yeah, if he's not gonna get game time, might as well send him on loan. Yeah, so Werner again, good assist today. Could have gone another one. Ziyech, I don't know how he hit it straight at the keeper. I mean, I saw the replay again, and Aviola's coming towards, he's trying to save it, and Ziyech somehow manages to hit it straight at him. So I couldn't understand that one. But apart from that, just happy with the 3 points, and we move on. I think Silva was his usual self today. I thought he was good, and Havertz getting the 2 goals. He's now on a good scoring form, and hopefully he continues that. Because we need that, because we got 1 game in 3 days before, at least the Aston Villa, before we possibly play the Champions League final. Because I think the Leicester game, it will probably be in between our FA Cup final and our last league game against Villa. So we got what next? Real Madrid, Man City, then what's after Man City? Arsenal?
Man City, Arsenal, Leicester.
FA Cup final, and then Leicester again probably, and then Villa. So
No, Leicester in the league, Villa, Champions League final, potentially.
So one of the big problems is you hear sometimes people say when you're chasing 2 rabbits at the same time, you're not going to get any of them. But we are chasing three different things at the same time. We're chasing to secure top 4. We're going for the FA Cup and also going for the Champions League. And this is a wonderful time to be a Chelsea fan, to be honest. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but if we somehow manage to get 3rd or even 4th place, 3rd or 4th doesn't make a big difference to me. We saw what 3rd, 4th made a huge difference last year. United got a tough group, and we ended up getting an easier group. So I don't think there's difference in 3rd or 4th, but it will be a league position from 4th to 3rd. And the FA Cup, I think we can get the FA Cup finalists to a good team. It'll be tough, and obviously the semi-final against Real Madrid, we have to get past them first. And I think we'll probably, if we beat Madrid, I think we'll probably face Man City in the final, because I don't think Man City are bottling this lead.
Yeah. No, that's done now. That's done.
Yeah. And yeah, man, looking forward to it. I think my front 3 on Wednesday would probably be Mount, Pulisic, and Havertz, probably. And Werner can, I think, come off the bench, because I think he played full 90 minutes today.
Yeah,
I think he'll probably be good coming off the bench. I think Havertz is in a good run. Havertz has scored 2 goals. His confidence is extremely high, and he'll want to continue that on him. Or I'll probably even play Mount, Werner, and Havertz. Why not? Because Werner got assist as well. Should have got another one. And obviously, Mount is our player. Mount is our best player, I feel. At least giving it the hard work and everything. So my front 3 will be Mount, Werner, and Havertz. The midfield 2 will probably be Kante, and if Kovacic is fit, then I'll probably put Kante and Kovacic. And Tuchel on the left wing back, Reece James on right wing back. Azpilicueta, Christensen, or Silva, whoever starts between the both of them, it's not a problem, because both of them have been extremely good. And obviously Rudiger on the other side. That would be my lineup, but let's see. We all know Tuchel is giving at least one surprise per game, so I ain't gonna lie.
All right, cool. And
by the way, did someone say Rudiger's gonna have a mask or something before the game?
Yeah,
or what's happened to him?
Apparently he's gonna wear a face mask for the next game.
Okay, then I think you probably should have a bigger pocket, because all the Madrid players are not going to fit into that, are they?
You already know, man. It's already going to happen. Any other final thoughts, bro?
Yeah, man. I think in the table I'm seeing we are 61 points, 2 behind Leicester City. We play them as well, so that's gonna be a huge game. West Ham, even if they win, they're on 58. We're currently 3 points ahead of West Ham and Liverpool, and 4 ahead of Liverpool. Say if they win their games, let's say, if Liverpool, I actually have this interesting thing, right? If Liverpool win at Old Trafford, or even get a result at Old Trafford, then Man City have won the league. I'd probably think it'd be better to play Man City when they won the league, rather than when they're chasing the league. I'm not sure if that's true, but yeah, man, I think I still think the league's done. Man City, whether they win or lose against us, they're still going to win their next game. So I don't think... I'm just saying in terms of us playing Man City, because that would be another good dress rehearsal, hopefully, if we qualify for the Champions League final. So Yeah, man, exciting times ahead to be a Chelsea fan, and yeah, man, it would be actually a good thing. I think United are through to the Europa League final, so I don't think that's changing. It would be actually nice to see Chelsea go through and Arsenal knocked out. Just saying.
Love to hear it, man. Yo, thank you for jumping on, bro. You take care of yourself.
Yeah, man, sure.
Bless, man. Bless. Yes, Ellie, what you saying, bro?
Hey, Lewis, how are you, man?
I'm good, man. Another dub for the Chelsea boys. What you saying, my guy?
Very good professional win. Fulham played well in the first 20, 30 minutes. But since we scored, since we went 1-0 up, I knew we were going to win the game. I wanted players to get out because I don't want anyone injured. Because Fulham really can't score. They don't know how to score. I'm not going to lie. Kai Havertz, I criticized them a lot after the Brighton game. I do apologize. He did well against Fulham today, but the consistency is what I want to see from him. Like I said, he's still young. Next season is the season where I think he's really going to be playing at his top level. But look, I'm happy with the win. I think top 4 is secured. And yeah, on to the big one.
Real Madrid. What's your thoughts on Real Madrid? We faced our own low-key brand of Los Blancos, but what are you feeling for the real thing?
I'm terrified. I'm terrified about the game. Look, we know if we keep a clean sheet, which under Tuchel we're very good at, we will be in the final. But I'm really scared of Hazard. I'm really scared of Hazard. Going up, I got alongside Christensen.
Can't be too worried.
Yeah. So, look, I think we can win the game. Not even go 0-0 draw and qualify. I think we can actually win the game. We can beat Real Madrid. We have we are a better team. So yeah, like I said, my goals this season is I want to finish third. I want to at least reach the Champions League final. I do not expect to win the Champions League. If we did it, it's such an amazing achievement, and win the FA Cup.
FA Cup, I'm feeling that, man. All right, who's your man of the match for today, bro?
Kai Havertz, 100%. Grabbed 2 goals. Look, he was brilliant today, but I want to see him. I want to see him play like that every game he starts. I know it's difficult, but he has so much potential.
Mm-hmm.
Also, look, even the front 4 I thought were good. Like Ziyech almost had an assist, almost scored. What a great save from Areola. Mount I thought was good. I was terrified when I thought Mount got injured, and the commentator wasn't helping me. He's like, "Oh, is Mount gonna be injured for the Champions League second leg game?" And I was like, "Oh no, please!" But he's fine. Pulisic, thank God he didn't play, and we won, so he can start against Real Madrid. So yeah, look, everyone played well. Everyone was professional. Billy Gilmour impressed me. I know he had a few mistakes in the game, but don't forget, he's still young, he's still inexperienced, and he does need a year out on loan in the summer.
Yeah, where would you want to see him go if you had to pick a club right now?
And in the Premier League, I would like to see him in a difficult one, but I'm going to say Crystal Palace if they get a new manager and if they get Frank Lampard, then I would love to see Billy Gilmour under Frank. If not, maybe back to Scotland with Rangers.
Send him back to Rangers. You want to see him go to the Scottish League?
I don't know. Like I would like him to stay in the Premier League, but I don't know. He likes Rangers. He's a Scottish boy. That's why he said Rangers.
Okay. Fair enough. What team do you want to see start for the Madrid game, bro?
Mendy, Thiago Silva. It's a tough one. See, Azpilicueta or Christensen. That's what I'm talking about. Is Rudiger gonna be fit for the Real Madrid game?
Should be. They're saying he's just gonna be wearing a mask.
All right, that's good. So Thiago Silva, Rudiger. I'm sorry, bro, but I think Christensen's out of my team.
Is he?
I have to start as
Right, moving on to our next guest. I'm sorry, man. Go for it. Go for it. I could never do
No,
that
look,
to you.
look, I like Christensen, I really do, but I'm just thinking of experience, you know?
Mm.
Like, if we don't concede, we're in the final. So, and I do at the moment trust
I
that.
understand what you're saying about experience, but all I'm saying is sometimes experience has to be given for you to have it in the future, isn't it?
Yeah, but
You go by experience all the time. We're going to bring in an aging 40-year-old John Terry, isn't it?
no, I understand that. But would you actually start Christensen over Aspilicueta?
Right now, yeah, I got no reason to bench him off right centre back. He's been balling out the last
He's
4
been
games.
amazing. Yeah, yeah.
Like, if we want to play overall defensive, I'd still put Aspi right wing back.
Yeah, I'm thinking Reece James right wing back. But if I do say Reece James right
If you
wing
want to
back,
play attacking, I'd go Reece James. If you want to go for the second goal, if you want to hold the 1-1 draw that we have, because that could still take us to the final, you go Aspi right wing back. You don't let him overlap, and then you got a 5-man defense. Just have them sit.
Okay, you know what, bro? Christensen
Or you have a
starting...
4-man defense, and then you just have Chilwell as the only one roaming on the left-hand side.
Yeah, so Christensen in defense, let's say that. Aspilicueta right wing back, Chilwell left. 2 midfields, I wouldn't risk Kova. I would bring him on for last 30 minutes if it's still 0-0 or if we're winning 1-0, but I wouldn't start him. So for me, it's Kante and Jorginho. And my front three, Mount, Pulisic, it's a tough one because I do want to start Werner for his space. But imagine we lose the game 1-0 and Werner misses a big, big chance. That's what I'm worried about. And you can't drop Havertz after his incredible performance against Fulham. It's a tough one. I'm going to go Havertz.
Yeah, a lot of people have been going Havertz as well.
I understand about Werner's pace and all that, but can I trust him to grab a goal, or is he going to miss a big one? That's the thing.
All right, cool. Any other final thoughts, bro?
That's it. Really, really excited for the Real Madrid game. Hopefully, I'll be not crying and I'll be celebrating when I talk to you after the Real Madrid game. And that's it. You have a good night.
All right, thank you, bro. But yeah, definitely. We'll shout you for the next game. You take care.
You too, bro.
Bless, love. Yes, Ryan, what are you saying, man?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, man. What are you telling me?
I'm good, man. Obviously, great win and that, man. And it's good going into Real Madrid, but I can't lie. The only thing is, yeah, like we drew to Southampton and Leeds, and then we beat Atletico twice, and then we lost to West Brom, and then we beat Porto, and then we beat Crystal Palace, and then we lost to Porto as well. So we just beat Fulham now, so hopefully that little curse ends in it. But as for today, like a great win, and yeah, like good to see Gilmore play. Although I thought he had a tough time, to be honest, but yeah, just like a great win, man.
Brilliant win. Talk to me about who your favourite players were today.
Mount was definitely one. I think. What's it called? Because he was playing double pivot. I just didn't think it worked with Gilmore, especially in like the first half. I think the second half he became a little bit more disciplined, but in the first half he was going up so much and it kind of left Gilmore exposed. But I think a great assist. And the thing is with Mason Mount is, yeah, whenever I watch him play, like I kind of just feel sorry for him at times because like he's such a good player, but the fan base are just so split on Mason Mount. And I feel like from like the Frank Lampard days overplaying him, and then what's it called? People just calling him a runner and this Brexit player, and what's it called? He plays too much. And in truth, this guy is just like a very, very good player, just wanting to improve and what's it called? Not putting up a fuss and just gives 100% all the time. Kai Havertz, obviously, as well, 2 great goals. The defense was pretty solid. I always troll your guys Christensen, but I can't lie, he's putting in like a real case now for right centre back. I'm not gonna lie, I've kind of changed my opinion on him, man. But yeah, Thiago Silva as well, very good as per usual. Zuma, decent performance as well. So yeah, but for me, the 2 that really stood out for me was probably Mount and Havertz.
Mount and Havertz. Okay, interesting. And with that in mind, who's your front 3 that you want to see starting too?
I don't want to see Werner starting. I'd go Pulisic, Mason Mount, and Kai Havertz because I feel like
A
Pulisic
lot of
Mount
people
has.
are saying that front three as well. I thought it'd be a lot tighter to debate.
No, I think if what's it called? If Werner maybe scored today, then he might have had a case a bit like the West Ham game. But I think because of how good Havertz performed, then I think Mason Mount has to play. Like no one's gonna argue that. Pulisic, after the performance he had against Real Madrid, he has to play as well. He's a big game player, and he didn't play this game. But and then I think the striker position is between Kai Havertz and Timo Werner. But I think because of Kai Havertz's performance today and the 2 goals, and Werner being very, very on and off today for me, I think Kai Havertz just picks himself. And I think if we get a chance, like Lewis, if we get a chance here against Real Madrid and someone's clean through and goal, who do you want? Who do you want it to fall to, Havertz or Timo Werner?
Havertz won't even bother. Havertz.
Yeah, that's not my only point, because if that's my only point, then we might as well play Havertz or Tammy Abraham or Giroud. But I think as well, if Real Madrid do press us, like you got to think of the mental factor as well with all these players, because Timo Werner misses a lot of chances. So I think they might be sometimes reluctant to give him the ball over the top, especially with sometimes a shaky first touch. But I think with Havertz, like his first touch, honestly, is Bergkamp-esque in that man. So I think they'll obviously play a ball more over the top to him. Havertz can drop deep as well. His link-up play is good. His movement's good. So for me, I wanted to play Havertz either way. And yeah, Giroud isn't mobile enough. Tammy is just not going to play. So the front three picks itself for me. Havertz, Pulisic, Mount.
Havertz, Pulisic, Mount. Perfect. Any other thoughts that you want to chat about, bro?
Do you want to go through the rest of the team?
Go for it, man. Floor's all yours.
Yeah, cool. So Mendy starts in goal. None of this Kepa business, man. But and then you see the back three. Rudiger's gonna play with a mask apparently. And then Thiago Silva for me has to play in it. As well. And then Christensen, though, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Like before, kind of had my reservations on him at right centre back. Like obviously when I told you he wasn't progressive enough, but I can't lie. Over the past 2 games, like the Real Madrid game and this game, like he's actually really impressed me, because he's actually proved me wrong. I might have been watching different games, but I think he was very good against Madrid, and he's very, very comfortable in the ball with Thiago Silva. So I want to play Christensen right centre back. And then I don't want to leave out Aspi, but I think Christensen's just impressed me so much at right centre back that I would. So Reece James at right wing back. But I think you know what Tuchel will go with? I think he'll keep Azpilicueta at right wing back. I'm not gonna lie.
Right wing back.
Yeah, again, definitely.
Yeah, I hear that. I've been thinking we'd go more defensive anyway, because that's the way we've been moving the last.
And I think he wants to keep Azpilicueta, yeah. But I think Christensen's just performed so well, and especially because he's kind of a confidence player, that Tuchel will probably not want to drop him. So I think he doesn't want to drop Aspi.
Literally tonight, all I've heard is prop. I haven't even had to say anything. It's glorious.
Yeah. Let's move away from that, man. I feel like I'm gassing you too much. You get me, but
you're not gassing me. It's just you're just saying what you think is your facts. I've got no reason to try and influence you. Come on, man.
Christensen's probably watching the video as well, and that, man, waiting to start, man. But yeah, so left wing back Chilwell. I'm actually surprised. I thought Alonso would start today, but Chilwell can start both games. Jorginho, Kante, and then Pulisic, Mount, Havertz. But it's going to be interesting, like the 3 centre backs and the right wing back as well. That's I think the most interesting thing will be. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, man.
All right, fairs, Ryan. Thank you for jumping on, man. You take care of yourself. We'll chat to you soon, bro. Bless, man. Bless. I got our next guest on. Yes, Nippon. What are you telling me, bro?
Honestly, I am just worried about the Real Madrid game.
Oh, what you gotta be worried about, man? We've only lost 1 game under this guy. Fucking hell, everything's falling over here. Sorry, 1 second. But why are you worried about the Real Madrid game?
Hazard.
It is what it is, but he might also get locked up by Don Andreas.
Let's hope so. Let us hope so. But yeah, two goals from Kai Havertz. Both very Bergkamp-esque. Not saying I'm not saying, look, before you Arsenal fans start saying, "Oh, he's deluded, he's this, he's that," I never said
you're not deluded.
On the
You're seeing
level
the
as
second
him.
coming of Dennis Bergkamp, and he's German. You're not lying, are you?
No, Dennis Bergkamp was Dutch.
No, the second coming is German. You're not getting the reference. I'm saying it.
But anyway, what I was. Yeah. Anyway, and that pass from Mason Mount. I'm telling you now, if that was someone like Messi or Ronaldo who did that pass, it would be blowing over the internet, 100% guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
But since it's Mason Mount, no one really cares about it.
Yep, I believe you on that.
And your mic is a bit out of sync.
Is it? Is it bugging out?
Yeah, a little bit.
Just talk about the game. I'm gonna sort out my mic. So.
Yeah, two really good goals from Kai Havertz, and you have no idea how much I want to win that game against Real Madrid, because you see them lot in North London, they have an away goal against Villarreal. Oh my God, can you imagine them in a European final, and we get knocked out, and then they go on to win if they go on to win, we will never hear the end of it. All summer, we will never. England are shit anyway in the Euros, so I'm not expecting much from them. We'll never hear the end of it.
I mean, if they win the Europa League, like we've got 3 of them already, Kroenke will probably keep Arsenal because they'll have Champions League money. No, I'll be real.
Yeah, you know what? Long may that continue.
Arsenal win, I'll laugh. Arsenal lose, I'll laugh. That's the way I see it.
Look, if
there's a way to spin everything round.
Yeah, because then Kroenke's not going anywhere. Because Kroenke won't be going anywhere.
You're learning.
Yeah. If you think, if put it this way, if we get to the Champions League final and win, the whole London is argument will be dead,
done,
buried.
It's already done in my
opinion.
Throw
away the key.
It's done right now.
Look, they always go off that, we have 14 FA Cups, this, that, and the other. My philosophy has always been quality over quantity. And unless you have something in Europe, don't chat to me about London is this, London is that.
Damn right, man.
We're the only team in London to have a Champions League trophy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the teams are I'll be honest with you. I'm in 2 minds about Timo Werner. Like, if he's not scoring, he's assisting. If he's not assisting, he's doing the pre-assist. He's involved in build-up play. So, for me, I'm in 2 minds about him. Do I start him? Do I drop him? I don't know, honestly, about Timo Werner, but I'm not too sure about that. But as for Azpilicueta, either you play him at right centre back or you don't play him. I don't want him playing at right wing back.
Okay. So what would your starting lineup be then?
Mendy in goal. I don't know what this whole Kepa experiment, because that will definitely go up in flames. Reece James and wing back. Christensen, Silva, and Aspi as the centre back 3. You know what? I'll just risk it. I'll put Kovac. I'll do a midfield. I'll do Kante.
Kante, mad. All right, cool.
Yeah, and Ben Chilwell in the left mid / left back position. And then 2 attacking mids in Hakim Ziyech and Mason Mount. And probably play Olivier Giroud as the main striker.
All right, cool. It's kind of Giroud. Whoa.
Because he's done. He always seems to turn up. Or maybe I could take away. Maybe I could take away Ziyech, put in Havertz, or take away Giroud and put in Havertz as the lone striker. You know, there's so many configurations. That's why I'm not the manager, because I wouldn't know which lineup to pick.
Fair enough, man. I hear that. Any other final thoughts, bro?
For me, yeah. Let's just hope we have a special place for our old boy when he comes back to Stamford Bridge. A special place in the penitentiary for him, since he is a legend of our club. Yeah, speaking of him, I would love him back at some point. Whether it's as a player to come off the bench, or even like after he's retired to come back in a backroom like coaching role. I would like him back at the Bridge at some point.
All right, fair enough. Any other final thoughts, bro?
Yeah, man. Just hope we get to the final of the Champions League. And just hope Good Evening has a good evening on Thursday.
We shall see, man. Nippon, thank you for jumping on, bro. You take care of yourself.
Yeah, see you for the Real Madrid game.
Love, man. Love. You take care of yourself, bro. Jeez. Right, well, it's the end of yet another phone-in after yet another dub for Thomas Tuchel's Tricky Blues. Smash the like and subscribe button if you guys haven't done so already. Check out my personal channel, Carefree Lewis G, as well, if you guys haven't checked it out too. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll be back on Wednesday. It is the big one. Chelsea, Real Madrid, Stamford Bridge. The Prince of Stamford Bridge returns to his old home. Will he get put into the AC Penitentiary, or is the AC Penitentiary about to get burnt to flames? We shall find out. But until then, like and subscribe.